So, hello and welcome people back to Harry Potter and the Goblet of Boredom. The previous level was awful. In any case, here I'm just buying a bunch of cards. I can't promise that I won't skip this in between revisiting some of the stages. But honestly, who cares? These cards repeat themselves so many times. I mean, repeat themselves in effects. Why do you need 7 cards that give you Jinx plus 10? This baffles me. You can't use this many at once, even if you wanted to. It's like, that would make this game stupid in an funny way, so that wouldn't happen. There is a PC version of this game, and it's, well, exactly the same as this one. So it's possible, except that the PC version's kinda shady. It's just one of, well, it works. Or at least it worked at the time of its release, because that's how I played the first time. But nowadays it's just one of those PC games that runs in the resolution of 640 on 480. This was released in 2005, by the way. I guess there may be some way to fix that. Yeah, I made the mistake of not playing as Ron. The powerhouse Ron. Why is he a powerhouse? So in any case, because in the last stage we've gotten Herbivicus,
and there are still several shields to collect.
I am going to go around the previously explored levels. And why am I? Never mind. I guess I got turned around a little bit. In any case, I am trying to get the Vanishing card, which appears around here. Yeah, there you go. There you see it. I tried to get it previously, but, well, that didn't work for some reason. I don't know what's the deal with the Vanishing cards, or if it has to be, or if it has to be within like a minute from when you start a level. And here is that dragon statue I missed before, so now I've got 5. It's really pointless to collect those, because it just gives you another card. And as we have established, cards are kind of worthless. What we're really here for is to get this mini shield and the big shield that's in the middle of the lake. And we have collected 10 of those. And so because we have collected 10 of those, we now have unlocked the additional Triwizard Shield. And as per usual, it appears in a very weird spot that's right next to where we are. That wasn't that one. It's very random when they actually appear. Like I recall one time it would just be right next to where I started the stage, or right next to where I just got them, or like right in front of me, so I would just walk into it and end the level. They're all Jinx plus 10 cards. I know they are. But yeah, they're
Back again, eh? And there are still several shields to.
Now there aren't. Shut your whoring. And the next stage is already unlocked, but I may as well just do all of the backtracking in this stage. Like, just beat onion rings with that. Or no. No. I just... I'll do all of the backtracking here, so we never have to see any of those levels ever again. I just needed to make sure in the video, because I don't remember. I recorded this like a month ago. Especially with a game as memorable as this one. There isn't an RPG version of this game. It's it has the DS and the Game Boy Advance versions, which are actually very similar to this. Like, it is a completely different looking game, obviously, but it is trying to emulate the on the console experience, which does not work very well when put into the... It's one of those really clunky sort of action RPGs. You know what I mean? The ones that have a bit of puzzles, but you can't really fight any monsters without walking straight into them, because aiming doesn't really work all that well. And obviously, because we are now using Herbivicus, guess who's gonna appear? No. I so did not miss them, and I am not going to confront them. Now here is actually one Trilenium Committee card. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. One of the Triwizard tournament cards that actually is pretty cool. Well, like hidden in a cool way. Well, not really hidden, but you have to do something actually pretty cool to get it. And it's to actually fight a boss. Granted, the boss is just a slightly harder version of what we just fought. But it's something different, you know? However, sadly, because we've also used Herbivicus around here, they also decided it's such a great idea to give an endless spawn of these things when we also fight this gigantic monster. And this thing takes a beating. Like, yeah. But then it would be a good game, you know. We can't... Exactly. Oh, and Hermione died, but thankfully she has her lotion powers on her. Remember how Hermione was able to live even though she had 0 HP? She resurrected. She came back from the dead. It's probably thanks to all of those Horcruxes she's stashing in the books. All of the lotion. Chocolate frogs. She likes to rub something that actually moves. She likes some resistance from her lotion. And thus I have actually, I believe, unlocked every single challenge every single... I guess Ron can walk on top of rocks. That's not a problem with me. And here was one of the 10 wizard card, 10 mini shield card hidden Trilenium Committee mushroom dragon statue collectibles that I was actually supposed to get on the start of the level, but I kind of forgot to pick it up, and so it apparently respawned for some reason, and it respawned right on the way to the one that's hidden here, you know, at the ass end of the level. So I had to retrack it again. Lovely, lovely fucking backtracking. He's doing a bad job at it. Although I do like this section of the level because it actually makes some use out of the, you know, environment and what have you. You actually have to use the trees in order to avoid the dragon fire. And right here the dragon can't reach us. Or, well, it's highly unlikely, and thankfully we'll probably see them in a... fuck. They're worse than a fucking dragon. And they needed to make sure we'll see them once more, even if we don't come back to that accursed greenhouse level. But we are... I am going to come back to that fucking level just to collect a few shields that are scattered right next to the beginning of the stage. Now, Prefect's bathroom has several shields that are put together in a very interesting way, and by interesting way, I mean interesting in the way of it's fucking annoying, and it very much confirms what I was thinking, that this game was initially, or rather, it's either devilish, or it's an indication that this game was at one point meant to have like a system where you walk around and pick up collectibles, and you can just finish the stage at any point you want, instead of being forced to finish it. Because they just put it in such an obtuse way. Basically, what ends up happening, it's not gonna be happening right now, but the way they put things together in the next part of the stage is, in order to collect 3 shields, you have to do the exact same puzzle 3 times over. The exact same puzzle. Go through the exact same way to pick up 3 shields. And by that I mean restart from the start of the from the start of the level, and then collect the freaking shields 3 times over. Actually, by the time I have to do it for the 3rd time, I just said, yeah, no, not doing it. Fuck it. I don't know what's the exact number of shields that you need in order to unlock everything, but it's either exactly or below what I get by the end of this game. There's like 29 or 27. I couldn't be bothered to remember, but we will see it, well, in like 2 episodes. And then we'll know for certain. So, adding to our list of things, Ron is addicted to beans, sleeping, Hermione is all about that lotion, right? And rubbing chocolate frogs. And Harry's a JRPG hero, and also he has an obsession with the different bean flavors, which you still haven't seen Well, no, you have seen, because I showed you a clip from the remake of the first game, which has the most annoying feature where Harry will just very excitedly call out every flavor of every bean that he finds, and there are like maybe 5 of them. So you will hear them over and over and over and over throughout the entire game. Which is why once I get around that game, I'll be playing it in Dutch, because Dutch Harry does not get quite as excited. You'll see more Malfoy in the future, but in any case, this is a completely new part of the stage that we haven't seen before, because it was previously locked out when we were first exploring around here. Earthlings, Earthlings, whatever, one devil. So in any case, here we have to do with one of the few puzzles that this game actually has, and it's actually pretty cool. You have to use the cauldron up there in order to destroy the way for the Wingardium Leviosa block and bring it over. I'm doing it the wrong way around right now, because I thought I can maybe scud it over, you know, right there, but it has to have something that's just about its height. It needs to have something just about its height in order to actually get up it. So twice its height, too much. Yeah, does not work. I could have actually, I'm not actually sure if I could have done that, but it would probably be very, very wonky. I was thinking of maybe doing it from the, from up there, like, you know, starting to cast Wingardium Leviosa when I'm above it, but I think it wouldn't actually connect. And also, if you are having trouble with any kind of Wingardium Leviosa thing, and by having trouble, I mean just having annoyance, wait until your AI partners just get to you, because that's 70% annoyance anybody would have with the combined cast mechanics. Because if one of them gets to you and the other one still ways back, the first one who joins you will just keep going back and back and back, and the spell will stop getting casted. Yeah, whatever, don't care. Run, just stop it. Stop it once. Oh. All of the crack beans. Pretty much. And guess what? Yeah, don't care. Don't even give a damn anymore. Sadly, I don't think we can actually get there right now because of all of the steam. And here is where, I mean, it's better than the greenhouse one. As I said before, if the greenhouse dungeon was removed instead of this one, I would say the PSP version is the way to go. If you still want to, go through this for some reason, because then you would be getting rid of the most annoying level. But no, they had to keep the greenhouse in the PSP version. But yeah, what I did here is actually required for pretty much everything, to be honest. Like, if you want to do any of the, and I don't even know why this part is here. Like, why can you get all the way up here if there is nothing to collect? I assume maybe that's where the disappearing card is, but I don't care to check. And in case we can't walk on that water quite yet, because we would be stopped by Steam in all of the other locations, so it's just like not even worth trying. Eat the turkey. Except that he can't. I don't know why they always call the wrong one. It's 70% chance that it's the wrong one. Thankfully here, if you're careful enough, you can actually get rid of all of the salamanders before they even appear. They're not... They have a very, very near or aggro range. And there's one of the shields. That's the before last one, if I recall correctly. Yeah, that's the important part, right? It's a bean. It's very big and it's very hard. It's metal flavored. And then Harry and Hermione just pretend like nothing's happening, look the other way, and they're like, we need him for blocks. Just remember that we need him for that. So yeah, see, I need to unlock that one in order to get yet another one of the shields. Harry. Hermione. I really don't know what's the best strategy of actually making these things pullable. Because just pull, just like, oh yeah, and here I cut out me redoing exactly the same thing as I did in the previous episode. So we don't have to watch that. Yeah, I am so Onion Rings with you guys. Why do they have to spawn like exactly on top of you when you cast Herbivicus? Yeah, that's the priority around here, right? Yeah, and it stung me a lot more times. Whatever, Hermione. Jeez. First world problems. Yeah, we know. Oh, and look here. In order to get that shield, I would still have to go through all of the other lily pads on the other side, get into encounter with more of these fuckers. right after doing what I just did again, and what I did in the previous run again. Like, why would you design it this way? This is just devilish. This is just time wasting at its freaking finest.
More beans! Cast Axio on the beans.
Like, this, like, at the point where I realized I would have to do both of these puzzles over again, I was like, yeah, no, I'm done with this level. As indicated by the very angry trying to skip the saving, but pressing the button. Two more shields. Two more shields. Can't help it, really. No, like really, I would have to. It was the choice of either going through the prefect's bathroom while doing everything I have done up until that point again, or picking up a few that are right around the corner here. Oh, and by the way, very important part, when entering this place, drop a rock there. El importante. Never forget. Never forget. Put an extra rock, just to make sure. No, no! Hermione, no! Don't do that! Hermione, do you want to give me a heart attack? You evil bitch.
Keep moving.
Okay, Ron wants to go for a ride and then he hit himself on the head. It does look quite... okay. So you need to pull this over there. Or not bother for now. They actually put a lot of things right in this area. Yeah, like there is one over there. Very easy to pick up. Because with how many Herbivicus thingamajigs we have to do, there isn't enough time for them to spawn, thankfully. Yeah, simple, quick, and done. Now there's another one. There's another one right in this area. It's not so fun. It's evil. It's fucking evil. Like I mean, it's not even hard. It's just stupid. It's just like a very much. Why would you think that that was a good idea? Always put the rock there. No exceptions. The stupidest part is they actually designed a mechanic specifically for distracting those things, as they realized that they were bullshit to deal with, right? Except that it is impossible to take advantage of this mechanic because it takes too long to actually... Yeah, stop it, Ron, stop. Like, growing those flowers that distract them takes so much more time than necessary, and distracts them for literally the duration of time that you would spend, you know, actually growing your way to where you need to go, so you can either do one or the other, or just completely worthless mechanic. Oh, fuck me.